Okay, so here we are on the MakeCode website. I'll put a link to the actual website in the description of this video. But this is the MakeCode editor for the BBC Microbit. And as with a lot of the other MakeCode ones and the coding window inside Minecraft Education, we've got various tutorials for the Microbit here, one specific for the version 2s that use the speakers, the sort of the microphone, all the various newer sensors that are on there. Some live coding sessions, how to code games, and there's all sorts of tutorials and projects and builds that you can do with there, things relating to science and tools that you can make, and also really to get you going with anything. But if you want to just sort of dive in and start getting on, we have our nice new project button here. So we just click on that, and it will ask you to name a project, so we'll call it new project, give it whatever name you want. You see we get a little at the top. You do have some options to pick how you want to do it. We're going to leave this on blocks, JavaScript, and Python because it gives us the ability to switch between them. But if you wanted to just have it as Python or JavaScript, you could select those there as well. But then we click Create, wait a few seconds, and here we are in the editor. And we've said we've got this little tour here. So it goes around, it shows us the various bits. So we've got our simulator. This is where all the results will run. So we'll see the output of our code. So it means we can test it as we go. The toolbox is here. It's where we find all our different menus and we can add extras with the extensions. We've got a workspace, and this is where we snap the blocks together. And if you've ever done any work with Scratch or something like that, you'll find this interface really quite familiar. Share button, so you can share it. The download button, and this is what allows us to put it onto a microbit once it's written. Click Next. So we've done that. Here we are in the workspace. So we'll click Finish, and then we're ready to go. Okay, so we're back in the coding interface, and we're ready to go. So we're going to focus on just basic today. We've got all sorts of different commands, and we'll come to these in time. But basic is just for where we really want to get some really just simple things put on. We can show numbers. We can pick the LEDs on the screen because there are 25 on here. We've got a load of preset icons. We can put a string on, which is a text-based message that will scroll across the screen. We can clear the screen. We've got start and forever already on the workspace. We've got pause, and we've got show arrow. Start and forever will run your code. The difference being, start, it'll just run all of the code once, and forever, it will keep repeating it. So really, it's quite simple to put things on. If we put a message in, we can just drag that in there, and it will play. And we can see here on the simulator or the emulation, it's going to scroll across, and it goes through, and it just does that once. You see it says hello once, and that's gone. But if we put hello in forever, let it refresh, there we go, it's through, and you see it's going to scroll across, and we'll get it that once, and it's going to go again. So that's quite useful. If you wanted to, say, create a basic animation, you could use show icon, for instance, and you've got all sorts of different preset ones. We've got different hearts. So if we wanted to have a heart that looked like it was beating, I could have one show icon in there, basic. I could go back. I could put another one in. I could take the smaller heart. And now it's just going to repeat these. And this is a loop. It just keeps repeating it. So now we've got that basic animation. So you've got a whole range of different shapes there. If you wanted to just display a number, you could put your number in there. And whatever number you type in there will be displayed. Everything up to 9 will just show. Once you start getting into double-digit numbers, it's going to scroll across the screen. So there's that little bit of attention you need to be paying. Show LEDs. This is our matrix here. And whatever we put on here will appear on there. So if I just click the 4 corners, we'll get those 4 LEDs that turn on there. So you can go through and you work it out. And you could use this in combination with forever, or if you just wanted it to run once, you could actually draw your own small picture in there and have an animation going. It might be a dancing person or something like that. So the funnels we've got, we're not going to through the arrow, but the microbit contains a compass, and so you can have arrows pointing. Things like clear screen, here obviously when it runs on start, it's there and it's just playing. So clear screen allows us to actually tell it to turn off. Now if I run this, it's just going to run once, but it's going to go off. But if I wanted to, say, have it flashing effectively, which remember flashing is just turning something on and off, Here it's going to do it, but we can see it's going really, really quickly because it's clearing it and it's turning straight on. I don't want that. I want it to actually pulse more. So here, we go back to basic. We've got pause, and this is our delay. And what this delay allows us to do is changing. So it's in milliseconds. So if I just drag one on, and I'll put it here because I want my delay between these minutes, delaying it for 100 milliseconds. So you can see it's actually a little bit more time. And if we click on it, we go down 100, 200, 500 milliseconds, then 1 second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds. Now, there are 1,000 milliseconds in a second. So if I click on 1 second, you see it's 1,000. If I click on 5, you can see it's 5,000. And if you wanted more, you can just type it in. So if I wanted a 10-second delay, I could type in 10,000. That's too long. I'm just going to put a second in. So wait for a second, and it goes off, but it's still coming back on very quickly. It's not made actually much difference. So what I need is another pause here. Now I can go back to basic, and I can drag another one out. Or, if you know it's the same block you need, right-click on it, duplicate, which creates a copy, and you can drop that back in. That will put on. So now we've got the nice, evenly paced flash. And using these, you can create all sorts of basic animations. You could create a digital name badge, and it's all the basic functions about displaying things on the microbit screen.